Don't did it activate? Yeah, so what we're doing at the moment is rescues. So if the customer gets the hair stuck in the figure of eight or a t-shirt or something, then we have to lower them down. So this is all training.
Also the trade.
Down there.
Everyone's got faith in Jurgen. We know he's a top manager. And it takes time. We most probably, people sometimes forget when we nearly done the quadruple. That was an unbelievable season. You're not going to get another season like that. So you've got to go back and start rebuilding again, start getting the confidence, and it will come. We will come good. I think in the 80s, when Liverpool was successful, they made all the rebuilding, and they kept on sort of winning, and that's why no one really realised they phased out. I think Alex Ferguson done at Man United, but sometimes you have to see what happens. It's difficult to keep on winning and keep rebuilding, so sometimes you have to realise what's happened and say we need to start rebuilding now. I think he's done really well. You say all he's missing is a goal. He's getting chances, he's not quite taking them and all that, but I've no doubt about that. He needs time to settle in. I know what it's like when you go to a different country and you need time to settle in, and hopefully when you get that goal, you will settle in. The crowd are right behind him. I can see him in one game scoring 3 or 4 goals in one game. He's that sort of player, but one thing I do know is that he will score goals. Yeah, it's difficult again. And number one's coming to a new country, adapting to the Premier League. It's not easy, because I think the Premier League is the hardest league in the world. You're playing against the top defenders in the world. So again, I think you just need a bit of confidence doing that, but it just needs time. And unfortunately, football, some people don't get time. But I think you've got to start to look into the future, and that Jurgen's looking to the future and all that. Like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. It'll take time, but it will come. Yes, without doubt. After every Merseyside derby, believe me, in Liverpool and everywhere, there's something special, because you're playing for the supporters in Merseyside derbies, because the supporters want the bragging rights next day at work. And that's what it's all about, and I think it's going to be a massive derby. If you asked me maybe a week ago, I said it favoured Liverpool. But no, when you get the Premier League is the only league in the world, I would say, where the bottom league can beat the top of the league. That's how big the Premier League is. And Everton go and beat Arsenal 1-0. They'll be high. They'll be really high now, going into the game. And from Liverpool, I'm happy that the game's at Anfield, because disappointing results against Wolves, and I'm sure this is going to be for the supporters. But the players have to know they are playing for the supporters at Anfield, and we have, because it's Anfield, we have the advantage there. But I think the first 15-20 minutes, I think that's going to be vital. Everton have changed the game with Sean Dyche. I think when they had Frank Lampard there, they tried to play a bit, but I think now it's more direct long balls. And I think when looking at the game against Arsenal, it looks like the crossing, don't try and beat them, put crosses in. And they put a lot of crosses in against Arsenal last week, and I think it's important now defensively that we've got to stop the crosses going in. That's what it's like. We can stop the crosses going in, I know we will create chances.